Okay, this is just a real quick review of what we did in class today. You're also going to want to look back at your notes for any additional help you'll need before we practice more. But what we talked about was what happens when we impact an equation on both sides. And what I meant by that was, if I solved right now for y, I'm just going to move my x to the other side of the equation. That goes away, and I would have y is equal to negative x plus 4. However, what we wanted to look at was what happens if I just impact both sides of the equation by using multiplication. So what if I took my original equation and I multiplied everything by 7? Okay, so I multiplied my x plus y times 7, and I multiplied my 4 times 7. I would get, after I distribute, I'd have 7x plus 7y equals 28. Then if I solve for y, I'm going to move my 7x. That cancels. And I'm going to have negative 7x plus 28. Then when I divide everything by 7 to get y by itself, I get the exact same solution. And what we talked about was, after we did a few more examples, was no matter what I use as my multiplier, as long as I'm doing it consistently to both sides, it's always going to be the same equation that I get as an answer. So here, negative x plus 4 is the solution no matter what, as long as I'm multiplying by a common multiple. Well, we took that information and we looked at example problems with solving by elimination. And the way we did that was, we looked at this equation here and we said, if I can get one of these, this negative 9 positive, it's going to cancel when I combine. So what I did was I multiplied the top by negative 1 and the side by negative 1. And when I distributed that in, I got a positive 2x plus 9y equaled a positive 25. And then I just take my bottom equation and slide it right underneath again. And since they're a system, I can technically combine these. So when I combine 9 plus negative 9, that cancels and goes away. So I'd have 2 minus 4x is 2x. Negative 2x equals 25 minus 23 is 2. And then I divide both sides by 2, and I get my solution, x equals negative 1. So my first part of my solution set is negative 1. Then I would just take that negative 1 and plug it back in to my equation. That becomes 4 minus 9y equals negative 23. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. Now I have negative 9y is equal to negative 27. Divide both sides by negative 9. I get y equals 3. So y equals 3 would be my solution. And that's what we jumped into today and just started practicing. So hopefully that'll give you a good review of what we were doing, and you'll be able to get after it.